Poor white people who couldn't feed themselves, let alone the slaves that they were owning for status. And you all know what happens in times of economic downturn. There was a depression going on in that area of Southampton County. And you know, if the slave owners couldn't eat and take care of themselves, you know what was going on with the slaves. And so in the year 1831, the governor of Virginia, who was named John Floyd, wrote in his diary that he was worried about things that abolitionists were doing. He wrote about Philadelphia. He wrote about an African-American church called Mother Bethel. He mentioned a black abolitionist named Bishop Allen by name in his journal, and said that he was concerned that the slaves would rise up. Well, some months later, there was first an eclipse of the sun, and then some months after that, the governor recorded in his journal that the sun turned blue. And not long after the sun turned blue, Nat Turner rose up. And there was this revolt that as I said, left over 50 white people dead. But the story that's not told is that after the revolt, militias from all over the area, from Virginia, from North Carolina, from all over, descended on Southampton County. And they didn't know who had killed the white people, so they just went grabbing black people. And they killed over 200 black people. And all that is left as testimony to them is a sign that remains in Southampton County, an official street sign called Blackhead Signpost Road. So I wanted to tell the real story because obviously the story we had been told about Nat Turner wasn't true. So I spent 5 years, and the first thing I did was to try to find out who the people were around him, what they were doing, because if they told this story, this wretched story about him being a baby killer and a horrible person, then to find out who he really was, I needed to find out something about them. And what I found out was that there was a conspiracy that was going on because the area was so poor. These farm owners, every time they turned in a slave, they got money. So people were being turned in. And so I can't tell you the whole story. I'm going to get a hook. But I just wanted you to know the book is called The Resurrection of Nat Turner. And my name is Sharon Ewell Foster. My website is www.SharonEwellFoster.com or www.theresurrectionofnatturner.com. Read the book, spread the truth. Thank you.
Again, books like that are so important in terms of us, reminding ourselves about our history, our culture.